Yo, what's going on? Chavo Guerrero Jr. here, giving a big shout out to Wrestling Rehab. Keep watching, keep listening, and viva la raza.
Órale. Órale, Cholo Trucker Wrestling Rehab. Shouts to all the junkies out there. My boy Pablo is supposed to be jumping on here in a second or two. So let's see. As we wait for him, we'll go ahead and get into a few things going on in the WWE. It is Survivor Series week. Oh, yes. Survivor Series. And I'll be honest, man. For this being one of the four major PLEs, I'm actually not that excited. This one is kind of flying under the radar a little bit. There's not a lot of I don't really hear or feel a lot of excitement for the Survivor Series. I know it's now called Survivor Series War Games. I think it's gonna be a good show, and we'll definitely do a pre-show to it. But overall, I don't know, man. Like when you think of, say, the Royal Rumble, right? There's a big buzz going around, like, oh man, the Royal Rumble, right? Especially because it's the kickoff, man. It's the road to WrestleMania. But not just that, but the Royal Rumble itself has so much meaning. Obviously, WrestleMania is WrestleMania. If you ever decide to become a wrestler, your dream is to main event WrestleMania. SummerSlam, there's a big buzz for that as well. But I'm gonna be real with you guys, man. Survivor Series, it's one of the big fours, and I just do not hear or feel a lot of buzz for it. Let me go ahead and bring in my tag team partner from the LA Times, Mr. Pablo.
Yay.
Pablito.
Kamala, the Ugandan giant, is my profile picture today, everybody.
Yeah, I was thinking about this, Paul, before we get into like Monday Night Raw tonight and everything. It is Survivor Series week. It's called Survivor Series War Games now, but Pablo, this is one of the big four. Do you feel the buzz behind this?
Nah, it just feels like a regular little pay-per-view to me, man.
Damn.
It doesn't feel like the old days, but I think they're giving a lot of time and effort to really promote these Saudi shows, and I think that they're getting a little bit more buzz. It feels bigger than lately Survivor Series has, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, man. I think Crown Jewel kind of takes the steam away from Survivor Series, which Survivor Series is supposed to be one of the big four. But in reality, I'll be honest, man, if I ask anybody like, hey, give me the full card or give me 5 matches, 3 matches at the Survivor Series, a lot of people are gonna be like, the old bloodline versus the new bloodline, and that's probably about it. Like
Yeah.
not even everybody knows. Here we are, Paul. We're a week away, and not even really people know the card or can name 3 or 4 or 5 matches that's gonna be in one of the major 4 PLEs, big dog.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah. Yeah, man. Dude, off the top of my head, man, I'm having trouble naming a few.
Yeah, and I was just saying, like, okay, we're gonna do a pre-show for Survivor Series, and as I was saying that in my head, I'm like, damn, I don't even really know what the matches are.
Yeah, and it makes sense. What's up, everybody? What's up, Spider? What's up, Benny? Yeah, man, it makes sense. Because they're kind of mixing Raw and SmackDown lately, so they're getting ready. So it's gonna have to really make sense this last week, man. They're gonna have to do some big things.
Well, they tried on Friday Night SmackDown, and we'll definitely get to that. But before we get to that, let's go ahead and get to Monday Night Raw tonight. 2-hour Monday Night Raw. Hey, Pablo, how you liking 2 hours? You cool with that?
Yeah, I'm liking it right now. I want it to go back to 3 when we get to Netflix. I don't mind having the bigger show. I heard a rumor today, bro. I don't know if it's true. I don't even remember where I seen it or last night that they're going to be kind of getting rid of the brand split a little bit. It's not going to be so strict, man. I don't know how true that is, but we'll see. Again, I can't quote where I seen it, but it's one of these talking head websites. So I'm okay with 2 hours though, man.
Well, one thing that they have said is that SmackDown is going to go to 3 hours starting next year. So we're going to have Monday Night Raw 3 hours, SmackDown 3 hours. Is that too much? Is there a such thing as too much for you?
You know what? It could be, man, if they come up with all these cheap matches and horrible storylines. If they're just fillers, bro, come on, man. Who wants to see that? I'd rather just get to the point that everybody wants to see, man. If there are these matches that nobody wants to see, a bunch of these, what's her name, Dewdrop, and I forgot her new name, what she's called now, and those kind of people, it's like, dude, we don't want to see them,
Pablo heard it from Domadork. Is that where you get it? Is that where you're getting your inside scoop from, Pablo?
Hey, I can't give up the secrets, bro.
Orale, as a Spider says, those big buzz for Survivor Series last year. Yeah, man. Yeah, we're in a Survivor Series week, and nobody. Like I said, if I were to ask anybody, like, hey, man, what match are you excited for Survivor Series? I think most people are gonna scratch their head, like, I'm not even really sure what a match is at Survivor Series. So
yeah, have we heard if Cena's going to be there?
Yeah, there's definitely rumors. I mean, look, there's rumors that Brock Lesnar is going to be there as well. So I obviously I don't think he's gonna be part of a match, but he might interfere in somebody's match. I don't know where.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. What's up, Vanessa? Haven't seen you here in a while. Orale, homegirl.
I was thinking the whole Brock Lesnar rumor might have been killed when CM Punk came back on Friday. I know we'll get to that, but I was thinking, that probably kills that. You know what I mean? Because they're not going to bring back another one of Heyman's guys. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Right. Yeah, man. Hey, Pablo, tonight, Monday Night Raw, you got Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee in a tornado tag team match against American Made. Not against Shorty G, but against the 2 other dudes. I don't know their names. Are you excited for this match at all?
Nah, man. They keep pushing Dragon Lee on us, and it's not working, bro. The Dragon Lee's just not working. He's a great wrestler, bro. He's exciting. If you're a wrestling purist and you're in the arena and you just want to see a good match, Dragon Lee's your guy. But everybody's excited to see Ray. This is just a filler match, man. I think Shorty G is wrestling in another match, though, I believe.
I would say this. there's little to no storyline, and I've been saying this for a while. Wrestling once upon a time was just wrestling. I mean, yeah, there was a little bit. You had to build it up a little bit. But now it's all about the novela. It's all about the soap opera, right? And there's really nothing here in this story. However, if you don't know, if you take somebody to Monday Night Raw tonight, this is probably going to be the best match that they're going to watch because they don't know anybody. They don't know any wrestler. They don't know any storyline. The fact that this is a tornado tag team match, so they don't have to be tagged in.
Right.
So both tag teams, they're going to go at it at the, there is no tag-ins. They're both in the ring. All four are in the ring at the same time. So if you did not know anything about wrestling or any characters, you're probably really going to enjoy this match. And I'm going to enjoy it. It's just, I'm with you, Paul. There's really little to no story here to back it up. So
yeah. And you know what? You said it wonderfully. We've been wanting the novela. We want it to make sense. You're right. In the old days, it would be, Hulk Hogan would come out and he would fight the Brooklyn Brawler and everybody would be happy, right? Like we'd be happy with that. But now we've got used to the novela. You're right, bro. They fed us the novela. We want the novela. We want it to make sense because we're all storyline driven. The bloodline, everything else, the Wyatt Six, just everything has a storyline in a sense. We want it to make sense for our minds, and they're not making it make sense. It seems like sometimes they're pushing people on us, but 100% right. These two guys that are on American Made are wrestlers, bro. They could go. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee can go. It's just my only point about Dragon Lee is that the fans aren't working. It's not working with the fans.
Yeah. Hey, well, welcome back, Vanessa. And Vanessa, one day we're going to have to break down the Brooklyn Brawler for you. Oh, man, the Brooklyn Brawler.
Classic, bro. Hall of Famer needs to be if he's not yet. Man, you should try to get that interview, bro. That guy, man, imagine the stories he could tell, bro.
Yeah, that'd be badass, man. Hey, Pablo, the New Day takes on Alpha Academy. Alpha Academy is now Otis and Akira Tozawa. The only thing that's somewhat interesting in this is definitely not Alpha Academy. It's just this story with the New Day, Pablo. I mean, how long have we been going already? Like with Kofi and Xavier not being on the same page, arguing with one another. Like, how much longer are we gonna go with this, man? Are you even interested in seeing the turnaround, the flip?
No,
Really?
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm zero interest in this match. I'm gonna be watching just to see Otis do the worm. That's all I'm watching for. Something like that, something silly. But I was hearing today on WrestleMania that they were saying that the rumor is it's possible that we're all thinking Xavier is going to make the turn, but it could be Kofi.
That would be the way to go because nobody will see it coming. Everyone's going to because right now Xavier's been playing the a-hole role. He's been playing the heel role, right? So it would be the way to go if Kofi Kingston just says, you know what? Charles with this vato, homie, and takes him out.
Right.
Because nobody would see it coming. So that would only be the spark. It's not going to happen tonight, though. It's these two guys, if they're going to throw down, it has to be at WrestleMania. I thought they started this way too prematurely. Because what are we doing here? Unless they're going to do it on Saturday night's main event, I got no idea. But I
think I saw today or somewhere that it's their 20-year anniversary or 10-year anniversary or something like that. So that's coming up. So it could be then when they have their little thing in the ring,
Okay. All right. Sounds good, man. Intercontinental Championship match is on the line as Braun Breaker gets in there against Ludwig Kaiser.
Wow.
They're pushing Kaiser a little bit. He's okay. I don't completely hate the guy, I think he's doing decent, but to me, he's still not on that level. Braun Breaker, I'm telling everybody right now, next year he'll be he'll be champion. He will be champ next year, main champion on either brand. But
Wow.
what's your thoughts about this Intercontinental Championship match?
You know, this, excuse me, I'm sorry. This is kind of like, I'm looking to this match. This is the match I'm excited about tonight. In the fact that they're hinting to us that Ludwig, how do you say it? Ludwig?
Yeah, just call him Kaiser, like
Kaiser.
Kaiser Permanente.
Yeah, well, they're hinting that Kaiser is having some dissension with his boss Gunther, right? And they're kind of like throwing it in there. You know, it's not full fledged yet, but we can see it's going to come. There's going to be a turn, and that's going to be exciting. There could be another Kofi Mania, you know, getting behind this guy to take on Gunther, and you know that will be exciting. So this match right here, man, I think both of these guys have a good future in front of them, man, and I think this could be something to watch to see what way it goes. I want Braun Breaker. Obviously, he's not going to lose to Kaiser right now, but this is the match to watch for the next future of the next year to see what happens.
You know, I never thought of that. There could be another Kofi Mania, right? Because Kofi Kingston was like a mid-card dude, and he like exploded. Can it be Kaiser if he turns on Gunther? I mean, he's not the worst. Like I said, to me, I don't hate the guy. I don't love him. He's growing a little bit. He's with Tiffy time, is he not?
Yep. And that would be the perfect time to start bringing him up this next year. If she's going to cash in, you know, it would be a perfect time next year. He's heading towards the championship. She's the champion. You know, it would be a perfect time to build him up, because maybe with Bianca Belair and her husband, they waited too long to build him up. It might be past the time. But if they pull the trigger right now, man, it might be hot.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be a good match. Braun Breaker always puts on a good match. Kaiser's and Kaiser's a pretty good wrestler. He'll give him a good one. I think both of them will come out winning in the fact that Braun Breaker wins the actual match, but Kaiser wins over some fans because he's gonna give Braun Breaker everything he can handle and some. So I think they're doing a pretty good job in building Kaiser. I don't think he's over yet, but he's getting there.
Yeah, especially if Gunther starts beating him again the way he used to, and berating him and putting him down, and it's kind of like that situation with Otis where he can't take it no more. How much you gonna take? You know, how many times have they used that storyline? And hopefully it'll come back, and he'll come and fight him, and he won't win the title, but he'll get close, man, and they'll build a star, and he'll come up short, just like Sami Zayn did against Roman Reigns, but just to get it the next year, you know?
Nia Jax one-on-one against Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair lost her tag team partner. Apparently, we're hearing I heard some rumors that she actually does have an injury. So that's why they had to sideline her storyline wise. So that's why, you know, she's sidelined. I
didn't know that.
I mean, this match, I mean, to me, it's whatever. It's just kind of like a filler. Yeah, I think it'll be a pretty good match. Both of these girls can throw down. I don't like. I want tag team to be tag teams, right? So if you're going to have a one-on-one match, don't have it against the champion. Like, come on, Nia Jax is the champion. Do not go wasting your time on tag team competitors.
Right.
If you're gonna, if a tag team individual is gonna have a one-on-one match, have it against another tag team one-on-one, right? So that's what I would say. So it would be like one of the Hardy Boys going up against one of the Usos or something, and they have their tag team partner out there ringside backing them up, right? Like something like that. Like, why would you do this? I don't like. because I love tag team, man. I grew up watching tag team
Yeah.
as everybody did, and I love tag team matches, and I love real tag teams. And it seems like they're kind of bringing it back, but then you go and do something like this. Like, no, man, leave the tag team world alone in the tag team. But any thoughts on this match?
Yeah, man. Yeah. You know what? I want to see Bianca back in the title run, man. Back in the title reign. Some, it's not, maybe not champion, but up there, bro. I think being with Jade Cargill kind of like brought her down a step, took her out of the competition a little. Because Bianca's a superstar, man. And you know me, we've been doing the show and been together doing some kind of wrestling for years. So, I didn't used to like her, but I got to give her props. She's a superstar. She belongs at the top somewhere. Now, this is what I'm scared of for tonight. I am scared that they are gonna it's just gonna end up a brawl for all, with all the ladies in War Games coming down to the ring, and you know what I mean? It's just gonna end up in a brawl the same way they do it every week, and that is lazy storytelling. I hope that's not the case, bro. That's the only thing I'm worried about. I would like to see a clean finish, and I'm sure they're gonna tease us with Tiffy time. Come on, man, it's getting old. We got to do something.
Well, first of all, Esa Benny, how dare you? Just because I believe women belong in the kitchen and very few belong in the wrestling ring, how dare you say that to me?
I can't see it. I'm blocked right here. What do you say?
Just because I give women vacuum cleaners for their birthdays does not mean I hate female wrestlers. Esa Benny, how dare you talk to me like that, man? I just gave women an ironing board for their for Christmas last year. So anyway, shout out to all the ladies, man. I can't wait for my girl Charlotte Flair to come back. And you know what, Pablo, I'm gonna say this, man, real quick. I think they're kind of burying Tiffany Stratton. Like, she's not really wrestling. They're kind of putting her just getting out there in with the briefcase and being kind of like this little dork, when she can throw down her swanton bomb, her her backflip, man, from the top turnbuckle. Like, I have not seen her like really throw down. It seems like in a while. We've seen her on TV. But we haven't seen her perform. The dog, like, we haven't seen her she can throw down. She's one of the best, man. But we just haven't. I don't know, Pablo. To me, it almost seems like they're kind of burying her a little bit, but they don't feel like they're doing it because they are giving her TV time.
Yeah, man. And you know what? That's what I always say about the backstage politics, right? Triple H used to run with the best of them doing the backstage politics, but this is the only thing I could come up with, right? Because she has been getting buried. There's no question about it. But you know how sometimes you're at a job and there's people at that job that might be one person. He might be a good worker, but he has a horrible attitude,
Oh, yeah.
So he doesn't move up because of that and stuff like that. Sometimes we don't know what's going on in the back. There could be one person that's hated by everybody or jealous, or people are complaining about that. You know what I mean? We don't know what's going on in the back that's affecting the front. So we never know, man. And Tiffy, if you ask me, she should be champion right now for Charlotte to come down and take it away from her, So, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to Tiffany cashing in, and they better not do a botch job on it, man, or I'm going to be furious.
Yeah. So will I. Of course not, Vanessa. That's why I said there's those few that belong in the ring. Absolutely. Like Tiffy time, for dang sure.
Hey,
Shout outs to all the ladies, man. I'm joking around. Hey, Pablo.
Did you hear what Benny said? That blasphemy. The Charlotte doesn't know how to make tacos. My God, she's married to a Mexicano, man. She lives in Mexico half the time. What are you talking about? Charlotte's on it, man.
So who makes better tacos, her or her husband?
Sheesh. Probably her husband, bro. Hey, I cook better than my wife, bro. So we'll see. Yeah, man.
Oh, look at Vanessa. How dare you speak about the queen that way? Good, good. Charlotte might be too busy in the kitchen.
Oh man.
Oh, you guys are bad, man. Hey, Pablo, we got to talk about it, brother. Okay, so the wise man is back.
Yep.
Paul Heyman. And I'm with you, Paul, because in the fact that the rumor was that Brock Lesnar was going to make a return at Survivor Series. But now that Paul Heyman brings back CM Punk, yeah, I think that kind of eliminates Brock Lesnar. And basically, CM Punk is part of the bloodline, homie. He's an honorary Oos. Not really, but at least for one match, that's the way they're going to go. What's your thoughts, Paul, on this whole ordeal? Does it make sense? Is there something here for you?
Well, you know how I feel about CM Punk.
Yeah, you love the guy.
Yeah, in my opinion, dude, he's one of the greats. But besides that, here's what I think about it all. Okay, so I'm watching it. The bloodline comes out, 5 against 4. Solo's team has 5, and Roman's team has 4. Paul Heyman comes out and he says, "Hey, I got one more. It's going to be 5 against 5," and he brings out CM Punk to join the team. Obviously, before Roman Reigns had Paul Heyman, CM Punk had him, So he comes out, but here's the thing, bro. Roman Reigns, this is what gets me. He doesn't even question that Paul Heyman is dressed like Solo Sikoa. The red handkerchief, the red suit, the red, dressed like Solo. So obviously, Paul Heyman at some point is going to turn against Roman Reigns, bro. He has on the red, and the only thing I could see is that The Rock is going to come back in the red one day, and everybody's going to turn against Roman. But where I am happy on this angle is that it wasn't Seth Rollins, at least yet, because they're trying to squeeze Seth Rollins in everywhere. I think they're still going to find a way to squeeze him in, bro. Unfortunately, but it just gave me a sigh of relief that it wasn't Seth Rollins coming down that ring. Now that it was CM Punk, okay, I guess I don't get it, but okay, at least it's not Seth. That was my attitude. I was like, well, they're still squeezing somebody in, but at least it's not the other guy again. That was my feeling. So I'll throw it back at you.
Yeah, Esa Benny saying that Pablo's feeling oozy.
That's right. That's right. Starting to like Sammy again, bro.
Well, okay. Look, I'm not a big fan of CM Punk. To me, this is kind of a weird, team now. It's like you got the old bloodline together with the honorary Oos, which was one of the best stories of all time, man. Yep. When it was hot, it was going, man. Now you're throwing CM Punk. Now, I'm with you, Pablo, that I for sure thought it was going to be Seth Rollins because that Bronson Reed. Yeah. Bronson Reed joined the new bloodline. So I'm like, okay, well, then it's only going to make sense to bring in Seth Rollins. Yet I'm not that excited for it. Now you're bringing CM Punk. It's fine just for the moment that he comes out. But now it's like, all right. I mean, I'm not that excited for the match.
Right.
I kind of want, nah, Pablo. You know what? Now you're saying that they still might squeeze in Seth Rollins. Look, if they do, they're going to have to eliminate somebody. They can't have one guy.
It'll be CM Punk.
I don't know, Pablo. I mean, how can you tease? See, look, I don't like CM Punk.
Right.
Okay? I don't. But I'm not going to bury my head in the dirt like an ostrich and not say that, start hating and say like, hey, he's not over. He's not over. He sucks. Nobody likes him. No, that's not true. Everybody loves him. Everybody except for this guy right here, right. Total Trucker. So if you take him out, Pablo, you're kind of, You're handicapping this, right? You can't replace him, man. I think everybody will get pissed off about it, won't they?
No, but but what I mean by take him out of the match is that somehow somebody comes out and attacks him and creates another main event where he gets out. He gets out in the last minute. They bring in, just kind of like they did at WrestleMania when nobody knew supposedly who Seth Rollins was going to fight, and then Cody Rhodes ends up coming down. If they do something like that, where CM Punk, because somebody interferes, ends up going to another main event on the same card, and then they bring in Seth, because Seth is going to be in that match, bro. I'm telling you, they are not done moving people around, bro. That they just did that for ratings, bro.
Okay, okay, Pablo. What about him taking Sammy's spot?
Yeah, that'll work too. That'll work too. But the only problem with that is everybody loves Sammy being Sammy Uso. You know, that's the problem too. You know,
Survivor Series, right?
Yeah. Yep. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So I think Sammy's too loved to move him out, man. I think he's part of the family. The one that doesn't fit is CM Punk, bro. He doesn't fit there.
Okay, you're right. He's loved, but he's not over the way CM Punk is. That's what I'm saying.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, I would say if they are going to do that, I think you got to remove Sami Zayn. And here's the way to do it. You do it that same night at Survivor Series. You do it backstage where Sami Zayn got jumped. Remember, he's loved. Everybody loves Sami Zayn. He's everybody's freaking, colorful character, joker, buffoon, jackass that everybody loves.
Hey.
Hey, man. Sorry, I didn't mean to go in on your guy like he's this guy that everybody loves. He's beloved, right? And I would say the old bloodline jumps him backstage, and now he cannot enter the match. And then you get Seth Rollins. When Seth Rollins said that he'll team up with everybody except Roman Reigns, right, that's when I said to myself, he's going to be in this match.
Right.
So I think Sammy's the way to go, Pablo, because how does CM Punk, how does he get out of this match? He gets jumped?
Right. I don't know. It could be a Brock Lesnar coming back, taking him out, and that would be a huge main event. But do they want to waste Brock? Don't they? Wouldn't you rather have Brock? Wouldn't you rather have Brock come back?
Pablo there?
Are you there?
All right. Well,
am I here?
I don't know if Pablo can hear me or not, but anyway. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I was just saying that maybe Brock Lesnar comes back and that becomes Brock versus CM Punk or something, and that becomes another main event. But in that case, do you want to waste that main event on Survivor Series that isn't over, that no one's paying attention to? I don't know.
Well, okay, I would say this, Pablo. You're gonna have to start building Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
So, Saturday night's main event used to be a big thing because it was matches that we never used to see before. But now with what Raw and SmackDown have become, it's going to be pretty tough, man, to compete with just a regular Raw and SmackDown, especially since you're going to have SmackDown the night before.
Right.
So if you have Brock Lesnar come interfere and take out CM Punk and want to build that for a Saturday night's main event, that's one way to sell it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good match, but everybody's going to love it because everybody loves CM freaking Punk for whatever reason.
Yep.
By the way, Monday Night Raw is in Glendale, Arizona today, man. So, all right, Pablo, let me see. Spider says, I don't see Sammy being taken out of the match when it is in Canada. That's true. It is in Canada. But see, he's very loved, and that's why, unless they take out somebody like Jimmy. I mean, look, if we're going to be honest, that whole team, the one that people have the least interest in is Jimmy, right?
Yeah. You know what? He's growing on me, bro. He's growing. He's growing on me. I would get rid of Jay. I would give him
Man, Jay is way over.
I
Jimmy.
know, I know, I know. That's
He
just
got-
personal. Just the same way you feel about CM Punk, I feel about Jay. It's like those oldies, you know, like the Motown oldies that they play too much on the radio. It's kind of like that, dude. You know, he's great, but come on.
Till this day, I still don't like Love Between a Boy and Girl and Natural High. Just
Right?
because those songs got so damn played out and they're not that good. They're okay. I wouldn't have had a problem with either one of those songs, but gosh, they got so damn played out. I never bumped those jams, man.
See, that's Jay Uso right there, man.
All right, Pablo. Hey, well, we'll be back later this week to break down Survivor Series. Off the top of my head, I don't know the entire card. I really don't. So we'll definitely find out. I'm going to go ahead and watch Monday Night Raw. Pablo, anything else, brother?
Nah, just you're right, man. It only seems like only one match matters. Out of that one match is going to be the road to WrestleMania. We'll start seeing how it's going to break down.
That is Pablo from the LA Times, Cholo Trucker Wrestling Rehab. Also, the Junkies. Catch you guys on next one.